Hey friends, so today I did this makeup look and I just decided to do a get ready with me because I really enjoy watching Get Ready With Me. Those are my favorite videos to watch. So I just made this look up on the spot and I gave a little bit of tips in there of things that I like to do in the summertime. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get on with the video. So first I'm going to take my Agave lip mask from Bite Beauty and I just put this on every day, like when I wake up and every night before I go to bed. And this, I had like really bad lips for a really long time and I don't know why. It was like, must have been the change in the weather, but this has seriously saved my lips so much. And so starting off today, I'm going to start with my moisturizer, let that soak into the skin, and we'll move on to eyes. So the moisturizer I've been using is the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer with salicylic acid in it. Today I'm using this Get Hot limited edition eyeshadow palette from Lorac, and I actually picked this up at my Nordstrom rack. Ooh, that just went flying out. And these are the colors in it. They're really nice. There's a nice range of matte and shimmery colors. And to prep my eyelids, I'm using my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And I'm just going to put this over the lids because my lids are naturally pigmented, like super pigmented. As you can tell, like the difference, like this has like, it looks like it has eyeshadow on it. But, so I just need to mask that so we can have a blank canvas to work with the shadows. I'm going to take this color in the middle here with a fluffy brush and I'm just going to do windshield washer motions with this in my crease. This is just going to add some dimension to the eye and act as a transition color once we build up the eye look. Yeah, so as you can see, it just gives a little bit of a dimension to the eye. It doesn't look so flat after you put that nude color over the lid. What I do is I take a flat eyeliner brush and I'm going to take this dark color and I'm going to put this in the crease in the shape that I want because this is really dark and I don't want to make the look super smoky or too dark for daytime. So what I do is I place the color where I want it. So say I want to put it in the crease here like that and then maybe on the outer V. So then I'm going to draw the line to the outer V. And what I'm going to do with that is then I take a fluffy brush. I'm going to use the Sonia Kashuk pointed fluffy brush. This is similar to the 222 or whatever the Sigma equivalent of that is. I have it, but I don't want to look it up right now. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to blend that color into the crease, soften it up so that the color is still there, but it's just really diffused. And now that my crease is blended out with that dark color, these don't have individual colors, but this one, the dark chocolate color, I'm going to take that lighter color again and just add a little bit more because it actually ended up being a little too dark from what I want. So I'm just going to lighten it up with this other color. We're going to go in with this pink color, pinkish gold color, and it kind of reminds me of Melon Pigment from MAC. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush and I'm going to pack this color on the lid. Now, without taking any extra product, I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk blending brush that I used with the dark color, and I'm just going to use that just to blend the edges and make sure that the transition well into the pink transitions well into the crease. So taking the French Vanilla highlighter, and this is a 1/2 inch Low Cornell Maxine's mop brush, I'm going to put this color under my brow bone, and this is just going to highlight the brow bone as well as kind of mask a little bit of the crease color that I went a little too dark on. So I'm taking this color called Rose, and this is a Stila smudge crayon, and it's waterproof, and it's kind of just like a NYX shadow stick on the lid. So I'm just going to drag this on the lower lash line. I'm also going to take this color of the same stick thing and the stick form, and I'm using the color Smoke, and this is kind of like a slate taupey gray color. And I'm just going to put this on the outer half. Next, I'm going to take the Smashbox Limitless Eyeliner Crayon in the color Onyx. It's just a very black, creamy pencil. And I'm just going to tight line. Now I'm just going to push this because I don't line my upper line or my upper eyelid at all because I don't like to have my eyes closed in. So what I do is I kind of smudge this a little bit into the lashes. So it just makes, there's like a little bit of a line there, but it's more to fill the spaces of the lashes. So that way it just makes your upper lash line look a lot darker and more full when you put the mascara on. It's going to look like there's a continuous line and there's no like spaces between them. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to do eyebrows, and I really have been liking my routine lately, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. And the two products I use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Caramel and the Gimme Brow by Benefit in light medium. So what I do with this is I just outline my eyebrow in the shape that I want it for that day. It really does change up. I can never make it the same. But I try to outline it with very thinly. I very lightly fill in just like the front area. And then I'll take the Gimme Brow and I'll go through the eyebrow and it will finish it off and make the brow look a lot more full and kind of fill in those gaps. Today, I'm going to take the Gimme Brow and I'm going to fill them in. Now that we're all done with the eyes and the eyebrows, I know the eyebrows look crazy prominent right now, but when I put on my foundation, I swear it'll calm down quite a bit. We're going to move on to face. The first product I'm going to take is the Benefit The POREfessional Primer. When I first tried this, I was like, this is totally not worth all the hype around it, but I've really come to love it because it does really mask your pores. I don't have huge pores, but I have some decent sized pores around my nose, so I really like to rub it in right there and make sure I get it into those fine lines and pores right in that area. For foundation, I'm going to be taking my MAC Face and Body Foundation in the color C1. And it is a little bit light for my skin right now because I had gotten some sun over the weekend. So I'm going to be bronzing up my face with my new favorite bronzer, which I will show you in a little bit. I'm just going to apply this with my fingers because I think it's easiest with this because it is such a liquidy product. The next product I'm taking is the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation, and I have it in NW15. And I know it's really light for me right now. I have to get one that's a little bit closer to my color. I'm going to be taking a dry blending sponge just because it helps a lot with blending and concealer. I'm also going to take another concealer to hide imperfections and to also brighten up this area a little bit more because even though that concealer conceals, I like a little bit more concealing. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and I have it in the color Vanilla, so this is light too. And I'm just going to put, I have a little blemish in there anyway, but I'm going to put a little bit more concealer right there because it's going to brighten that area up quite a bit. I'm going to go around the nose. And I'm going to go on any problem areas. Also going to go down my nose and through my eyebrows because I like to have that area brighter. So I'm just going to take the same sponge and I'm just going to blend it out. Now that my face looks super flat because there's just no dimension and it just looks really bright, I have to set my foundation and I'm going to add some bronzer. So the under eye setting powder I'm using is the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. This is only $3 and you can find it at Target. And the brush I'm using is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Make sure you press the powder into the concealer instead of sweeping it because that way you're going to get it to not be moving around your face. The concealer is going to stay in place all day. The all over setting powder that I'm going to be using is Diffused Light from the Ambient Lighting Powders line. And these things are incredible. When Makeup by Tiffany started talking about these products, I knew I needed them in my life. Diffused Light just really diffuses any imperfections on your face. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not like something that's going to make you look crazy or really glittery. For bronzer, I have discovered this at a Victoria's Secret outlet that I have near my house. And it is it's called the Mega Glow Bronzer, and this is in the shade Light Medium. This is in the shade Light Medium, and this is huge bronzer. And my favorite brush to use it with this is this Tarte blush brush. It's just like a really nice tapered kind of blush brush. And this is not like a contouring bronzer. I don't contour ever, really, to be honest. But I use this to bronze because it's a really natural bronze color. And it's going to look like, because I lost all of the color in my face when I put on the foundation and the concealer. So this is going to bring all that color back to make my face look even more natural than it was earlier. And make sure you go into the hairline because you don't want it to look fake. And I'm going to go down the neck with this as well. And then for blush, I'm using a color that's going to give you a nice natural flush as long as you use it light-handedly. And I'm using the Tarte Blush 12-Hour Blush in Frisky. So it does have a little bit of a glitter in it, as you can see, but it has like a nice red color. So when you put this on, sorry if I itched on my nose. So when you put this on, use a very light hand. It's very red. And that glitter doesn't really show up. But this is just going to give you a really nice natural color. So it's like if you were to get sun on your face but you burnt a little bit, that's the kind of color you're going to get. Or if you blush and you're like, it's the same kind of thing. Okay, now I'm going to make this a lip on the forehead because when you tan, you don't just tan brown. You tan a little bit of a pinky color as well. So now moving on to mascara finally, because this is our last step. I'm going to be using 3 different mascaras because this is what I usually do on a regular basis and I don't want to cookie cutter it. I'll just show you the 3 mascaras and then I will cut it out because it takes me a really long time. So I'm using Jordana's Best Lash Extreme, Maybelline The Falsies, and the new Miss Manga Voluminous Mascara. So I'll check back in with you guys in a couple of minutes. Now that my mascara is done, the only thing left is to do lips, and I'm going to be using my Jordana lip liner in the color Tawny. This is just the perfect natural lip color. It makes your lips look a lot fuller. It's just incredible. Oh crap. I'm really going to emphasize my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill my entire lip with it. Now that my lip is all filled in, I'm going to be taking this NYX Chunky Dunk Hydrating Lippy in the color Pink Bikini, and it's just this nice twist up kind of glossy pencil. It's a corally pink color. The finishing spray that I'm going to be using today is the NYX Dewy Finish Finishing Spray, and I'm just going to spray this all over my face. Make sure you don't blink because then you're going to get mascara everywhere. The last thing I do is I have second day hair and my hair is curled. You can't really tell because my hair is super long. But I'm just going to spray some hairspray in the roots and I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about here. This is my hair right now and it stays pretty good. I already brushed through it. This is second day curls and I'm just going to leave it this way because it's just, I like it wavier than a curly anyway. So I'm taking my Batiste dry shampoo and I have it in Coconut and Exotic Tropical. And what I do is I kind of split it like here and I just kind of spray. And then I just kind of massage it in with my fingers. So that is the finished look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little video. If you liked it, please subscribe and comment below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!